Bilingual YouTube channels. Let's see in today's video what are the pros, what are the cons, and if you should consider having a bilingual YouTube channel. First of all, let's see what a bilingual channel means. It means posting videos on your YouTube channel in two different languages. What is the viability of bilingual YouTube channels? Well, YouTube is very flexible and it is possible. There are actually few creators that also done this. When I did my research, I found like about 2 of them. The cons would be that probably requires more work. So you're doing a video and after translating it to the other language as well, or basically shooting a video twice. And I don't know about you, but me sometimes it's hard to shoot it even once. Like, it's not really hard, but maybe, I don't know if you can manage the same performance for both videos. When I was researching the bilingual YouTube channels, because I was curious, maybe I could implement it or something, or just to see what people say about, or if they are successful, if they are going okay. Found one English woman, I think, and she was living in Spain, and she has this bilingual YouTube channel. And the funny thing is, she said when she did English, when she was speaking in English, she's native English, she didn't got traction. But after she started doing YouTube videos in Spanish, that being her second language, and actually that got traction. So I guess you never know. I guess you need to try, no? You need to try like that. You try many things until you find what works. My personal opinion, I choose English, even though it's my second language. I have very ambitious goals, and I think English is the language that can bring me closer to that, because people all over the world, they speak English and they know a bit of English. They just from TV, movies, because of Hollywood and things like that. I know there are other languages like, I don't know, like that are widely spoken, like Spanish. I understand is very widespread, and Chinese, or Arabic, it's another language. But of course I don't speak any of this, but just as an example. I know these languages, they're also very big, but I think all these other big languages, they all, or majority, will understand English as well, or it's a bigger chance to reach more people with English, in my opinion. Yeah, so I guess depending on the reach you want to have, you can choose your language or languages. Now, the challenges that I face for choosing English. My communication is not as great as it would be in my own language. I do actually struggle with communicating the message I have. I'm very good on writing. I can write very nice scripts, but after it's hard to reproduce them. But it's a risk that I'm willing to take, doing this in English, even though I might sound weird, people might not understand me properly, I might not get across how it should, because I'm struggling sometimes, how I said before, to communicate proper in English. Another thing that gives me courage to pursue this channel and speak in English is because I've seen other content creators that have similar things, similar issues like me, not communicating the best in English, but they still, in spite of that, they still see success. So I realized that this might actually become a trademark. People will know me by this, by the way I speak, by my accent, by the way I look. So I'm tapping into my own uniqueness, and I think over time this will help. In a way, for bilingual YouTube channels, it could be a possibility to get a bigger reach because you're speaking to 2 languages. But in the same time, I think you can't, instead of doing that, focus on one and give your best. Like, put more effort into one and expand that as much as you can, instead of splitting your focus into 2 languages. But it's debatable. For some people it can work, for some it cannot. So I would say the only way is to try, or if you really want to, just do it. Okay, so the conclusion is you can do a YouTube channel in any language you want. You can do it in 2 languages, you can do it in 3 languages or 5. It doesn't really matter. You just need to think about what will work for you best. I think success is possible in both your native language or in a foreign language. So it's all about your preferences. You might maybe want to consider a bit the scaling. It is possible that if it is in your own language to scale a bit faster. But you never know. How I said about that lady, the English lady that she did the YouTube channel, she scaled faster with a foreign language. Like she was speaking Spanish, and that worked better. I have one bit of advice for you that if you want to take from this video. Don't have paralysis by analysis. I used to have this, and it's the worst thing you can be. Being confused. What should I do? How should I do it? When should I do it? Instead of you doing all this, and it's basically you're afraid of the consequences and you're afraid of taking the bad decision. But there is no bad decision. Even if it's a failure or a bad decision, it's actually a lesson. It's not a failure. You learn that is not the thing that you need to do. So you eliminate it, and after you remain with fewer until you find the correct one. I encourage you to take loads of action and stop overthinking. Do loads of action. You're gonna learn more from doing a lot of different actions, and you will find your way by doing. You will take apart what you don't need, you're gonna keep what you need, and you're gonna get experience. But if you don't start and you are not trying things, you will never know. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I will be doing more, and I am quite broad. If you want to follow along and see my journey, I have loads of ideas, and I'm gonna start practicing and trying all of them. I know all the theory from the big guys. I know, yeah, you should niche down, you should speak about things, a certain topic, you should be, learn a certain technique, and I will do that. But in the meantime, I need to, to try to see. I'm doing a vlog now. I'm outdoors doing a vlog. You see my other videos, they are really scripted, and they are they sound a bit different and not natural. And I want also to try YouTube Live, or I want to maybe try some short content. So anyway, if you're curious about how this will go, and I do all this, but with an emphasis on self-development, on like encouraging people to do what they want, to do the right choices, to be the best version of themselves, to be a firebred. If you don't know what a firebred means, please watch my video. I will attach it here somewhere, and see you in the next one.